Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to deal exercise 3.1, and before dealing the exercise 3.1 questions, some definitions I would like to give you in the written form. In the previous video I had given you the definitions in the oral form, isn't it? I had explained you. So here once more I am giving you the definitions. Try to write those definitions in your copy. It will be helpful in order to solve the exercise. So here is the first question. Curve. A figure traced out on a plane surface with the help of a sharp pencil without lifting it is called a curve. So in the video also I had explained you what do you mean by curve. When we point out a sharp pencil or a pen point on the plane surface and rotating our hand, or I can say that with the free movement of a hand, and curve is formed. Curve is formed, that means a shape, whatever the shape is formed by moving our pen or pencil with the free path, such kind of figure is said to be as a curve. Second is open curve. So in the video I had explained you that how many types of curves are there. 3 types of curve, isn't it? First is open, second is closed, and third is simple curve or simple closed curve. So first is open curve. A curve that does not ends at the starting point is called an curve. It means when the initial and the ending or final point of a pencil does not overlap each other, such type of figures is said to be as open figure. So here examples of the figures are given. You will easily understand. Okay. Next is closed curve. A closed curve, a curve that begins and ends at the same point is called a closed curve. So what do you mean by closed curve? When the initial and the ending point of the figure does not overlap with each other. Not intersecting, does not overlap with each other. Such kind of figure is said to be a closed figure. So here is the example of the closed figure, where the initial and the ending point of the figure overlaps with each other. Such kind of figure is said to be as a closed figure. Next is simple closed figure. A closed curve which does not intersect itself is called a simple curve. That means intersects, that means its line or a curve that does not intersect with each other. So example is figure number 1, figure number 2 and figure number 3. In 4th, 5th and 6th figure they overlaps each other. So it is not a simple closed curve. So first, second and third figure are the example of simple closed figure. Next is polygon. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. Each straight line in a polygon is called its sides. Okay. So what do you mean by polygon? When a figure or a closed simple curve or a simple closed curve made up of only line segments, okay, not with the curve. So that kind of figures is said to be as a polygon. So classifications of polygon. Classifications of polygons mainly depends on the number of sides. So it starts from the number of sides 3. So 3-sided polygons is said to be as a triangle. 4-sided polygon is said to be as a quadrilateral. 5-sided polygon is said to be as a pentagon. 6-sided polygon is said to be a hexagon. 7-sided polygon is said to be heptagon. Then 8-sided polygon is said to be as octagon. 9-sided polygon is said to be as nonagon, and 10-sided polygon is said to be as a decagon. Then it will be goes to n number of sides. Okay. So triangles, 3-sided triangles, under that all the 6 triangles can come, right? Like right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, then acute angle triangle. Okay. Then equilateral, isosceles, all right angle triangle, all those comes under the triangle. Then what about quadrilateral classifications? Four-sided polygons is said to be as a quadrilateral, isn't it? So four-sided polygon, that means a square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, kite. So these are the four-sided polygons. What is the angle of a triangle? Sum of all the three angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degrees, isn't it? Angle sum property. In the same way for quadrilaterals, so all the four angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 360 degree. Clear everyone? No. There are two types of polygon. First is concave polygon, second is convex polygon. So convex polygon, a polygon in which at least one angle is more than 180 degree is called a convex polygon. So here is the figure given. Inside the angle C, ABCD is a concave polygon in which the interior angle must be more than 180 degree. Okay, either it can be 181, 182, 190, but it should be more than 180 degree. Such kind of polygons is said to be as concave polygon. Second is convex polygon. In the convex polygons, a polygon in which each angle is less than 180 degree is called a convex polygon. So here is a figure PQRS. In this, each angle must be, the interior angle of a polygon must be less than 180 degree. But sum of all the four angles of a polygon is equals to 360 degree. Clear? What do you mean by convex and concave polygon? Next is regular polygon and irregular polygon. So a polygon having all sides equal and all angles is equal is called a regular polygon. For example, a equilateral triangle and a square are the example of regular polygon. Equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal as well as all the three angles are equal. Angles are 60 degree of an equilateral triangle, isn't it? In the same way, square is an also example of an regular polygon. That is, a square is having all the four sides as an equal as well as all the four angles are equal. What is the angle of a square? That is 90 degree, isn't it? Now, irregular polygon. A polygon which are not regular are called irregular polygon. That means it does not have an equal side. For example, rhombus, rectangle. Okay, so this kind of polygons are said to be as irregular polygons, which does not have the which does not have equal sides. Now we are going to see some formulas which will be helpful to solve the exercise question. So here are the formulas. Note down in your copy. For a regular polygon of n sides we have, that means if it is asked in the question to find the exterior and the interior angle of any polygon like hexagon, octagon or square, triangle, so this formula will be helpful for you to solve the question. So first formula is each exterior angle is equals to 360 degree upon n, where n is the number of side. Second, interior angle. How to find the interior angle? The formula is 180 minus each exterior angle. Then in a convex polygon of n side, we have sum of all the exterior angle is equals to 4 into right angle. Second, sum of all interior angle is equals to 2n minus 4 right angle. Next formula will be number of diagonals. If it is asked in the question that find the number of diagonals in a hexagon, where hexagon is having 6 sides, isn't it? So n value will be 6. So here is the formula to find the number of diagonals of a polygon, that is n into n minus 3 upon 2, where n is depends on the number of sides of the polygon. Next, here are some points which you have to memorize. So first point, a polygon in which at least one angle is more than 180 degree is called a concave polygon. Second, a polygon in which each angle is less than 180 degree is called convex polygon. Third, a polygon having all sides equal and all angles equal is called a regular polygon. Fourth, polygon which are not regular are called irregular polygon. So again the second, for a regular polygon of n side, formula again, exterior angle is equals to 360 upon n, where n is the number of side. Interior angle is equals to 180 minus each exterior angle. Then for convex polygon of n side, sum of all the exterior angles is equals to 4 into right angles. Okay, sum of all exterior angle will be 4 right angles, that means 360 degree. Okay, 4 into 90 degree, that is 360 degree. Sum of all interior angles equals to 2n minus 4 into right angle that means 90 degree. Then number of diagonals in a polygon of n sides is equals to n into n minus 2, n minus 3 upon 2. So these are the formulas which you have to remember. It will be helpful to solve the exercise. Clear? Now we are going to see the exercise question. So here is exercise 3.1. First question, given here some figures, classify each of them on the basis of the following. So here, until and unless you won't understand what do you mean by the simple curve, convex polygon, concave polygon, you won't be able to classify. So it is very important to know the definitions. Okay. So first, simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex and concave polygon. Simple curve, that means we as a line which is a figure which is made up of a straight line. Simple closed curve, that means what? Simple closed curve is a curve which is made up of a straight line and it should be a closed. Polygon, that means a figure which is made up of a straight lines only. Convex polygon, that means the interior angles must be less than 180 degree. Okay. Then concave polygons means its exterior angle must not be more than 180 degree. So look how to pick out the or classify the figure. So here is the solution for question number 1. So simple curve is figure number 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Simple closed curve are 1, 2, 5th, 6th and 7th. Polygons are first and second. Convex polygons are second and concave polygons are first and fourth. So until and unless you won't understand what do you mean by the following terms, you can't pick the figures. Okay, that means you can't able to classify. So it is very important to know the definitions, then only you can classify the figure. Understood everyone? Next question. Question number 2. What the question number 2 says? How many diagonals does each of the following have? I had given you the formula how to find the diagonal, isn't it? That is n into n minus 3 upon 2, where n is number of side. So a convex quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, that means a four-sided polygon, isn't it? Then n is 4, isn't it? So n into n minus 3 upon 2, that means in place of n what you have to keep? That is 4, isn't it? So 4 into 4 minus 3 upon 2. So 4 minus 3 is 1, isn't it? So 1 into 4, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So how many diagonals a quadrilateral is having? That is 2 diagonals. In the same way, a regular hexagon has 9 diagonals. Hexagon, that means a 6-sided polygon, isn't it? So n value you have to keep it as 6. So n into n minus 3 upon 2, that means 6 into 6 minus 3 upon 2, where 6 minus 3 is 3. So 3 into 6 upon 2, isn't it? So solve the equation, how you will get? So 2 will be cancelled with 6 3 times. So 3 into 3, that will be 9. So how many diagonals a hexagon is having? That is 9 diagonals. See children, what you have to do? You have to keep it in your mind. Take your copy and solve it. 6. Now, how to find the diagonal formula I had given you, isn't it? Just keep the number of sides and get the value. So a triangle is having how many diagonals? It does not have any diagonals. What is the number of sides of a triangle? That is 3. That means n into n minus 3 upon 2. So 3 into, isn't it? 3 into 3 minus 3 upon 2. So 3 minus 3 is 0. When 0 comes in the numerator, isn't it? Then it does not have any value. So 0 divided by 0 into 3 upon 2, that will be 0 itself. That's why a triangle does not have any diagonal. Question number 3. What is the sum of the measure of the angle of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold the quadrilateral is not convex? That means here it is asked about the angles of the quadrilateral. So can you tell me what is the measures of all the 4 sides of a quadrilateral? Yes, it is 360 degree, isn't it? So whether it will be a concave or convex quadrilateral, all the 4 angles of a quadrilateral will be equals to 360 degree. So the solution is the sum of measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360 degree. Then second part of the question, it is said that will this property hold the quadrilateral is not concave. So yes, this property hold the quadrilateral is not convex. Okay. So here is question number 3. Now look the solution of question number 4. What the question number 4 says that examine the table. Here the figures are given, its sides are given and angle sums are given. Okay, number of sides are 3, 4, 5 and 6. Angles are given, solved and given. So question says that what can you say about the angle sum of a convex polygon with a number of sides? Here that means you have to find the number angles, okay, angles of a convex polygon which is having the number of side as 7, 8, 10 and n. Okay, so these are the number of sides of a convex polygon. You have to find the angles. Okay, so look the solution. So what is the formula to find the angles? That is interior angles. Beforehand I had given you the formula, isn't it? From there only we are going to take the formula to solve the question number 4. So what is the formula to find when the number of sides are given? That is interior angle is equals to n minus 2 into 180 degree, isn't it? So here n value is 7, isn't it? So in place of n we are going to keep 7. So the sum of the angles of a polygons of 7 sides is equals to 7 minus 2 into 180 degree, where 7 minus 2 is 5. So 5 into 180 degree is 900. In the same way, second part B, number of sides is 8. So in place of n what we are going to keep? We are going to keep 8, isn't it? So 8 minus 2 into 180 degree. So 8 minus 2 is how much? 6. 6 into 180 degrees, 1080. Then the C part. What the C part is having? Number of sides is equals to 10. So 10 minus 2 into 180 degree. That is 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 into 180 degree is equals to 1440. Understood everyone? Then what it says? Next question. Question number 4D part. When the number of side is n, that means the formula will come as n minus 2 into 180 degree. That means when the value of n will be the same, that means n itself, so the formula will remain same, isn't it? So interior angle of n-sided polygon will be n minus 2 into 180 degree. So here the solution of question number 4 completed. In the next video I will give you the solution for question number 5, 6 and 7 of exercise 3.1. Thank you everyone.